Welcome to this EFL Championship watch-along. The stretch run is starting to get kicked in. We have now moved into March, which means the games are coming thicker, faster, and are becoming much more important. And that is the case indeed for both Birmingham City and Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough chasing a spot in the Premier League as far as automatic promotion, while Birmingham need a win tonight to try and stay alive in the race for a playoff spot. And for them, what would for them be back-to-back promotions. I'm Seth Eaves. I'll guide you through all the action here on this watch-along. Let's take a quick look at the championship table first before we get in to the team news, where everybody stands. Right now, Middlesbrough currently sit in the second automatic promotion spot, but they're just 1 point ahead of third place Millwall. That's really what matters. As far as the going up as champions, that ship might be sailing. They're now 8 points back, with this game in hand, mind you, of first place Coventry. Meanwhile, Birmingham are in 11th on 49 points. They're 8 points back of 6th place Wrexham. They really need a win tonight to really get it back going. A win tonight would take them to 8th in the table with 11 matches to play. It's going to be an absolute Donnybrook to watch unfold here tonight. Well, we are about 5 minutes or so from kickoff, so let's do what I'm going to try to do every time I do a soccer watch long. And my job first is to give you the team news, and there are some changes. Chris Davies makes 4 changes to the Birmingham side that suffered a blip last time out against Millwall. Tommy Doyle is in for the suspended John Saltz. There's also places in the starting 11 for both Patrick Roberts and Damari Gray. They get in. They start for Vicente and Osman. I'll have a proper reading of the sheet here in just a split second. So as the teams come out to fire on this chilly night, a very fun intro here. Once again, Birmingham and Middlesbrough, the team news. Birmingham, 4 changes. There are also starting spots again for Patrick Roberts and Damari Gray. They will start in place of Carlos Vicente and Ibrahim Osman, the Brighton loanee in general. Also, the fourth and final change, Danish forward August Prisk makes way for Marvin Duksch, the German. There's also an availability update. Paik Sung-ho, the Korean midfielder, is back after he injured his shoulder against West Brom back on the 10th of February. Middlesbrough make 2 changes to the squad that played their last league match. Captain Dale Fry returns to the lineup, as does Slovakian forward David Strelic. The 2 that make way on this occasion are the Sunderland loanee Alan Brown and also Morgan Whitaker, the 2 that make way for those changes. Middlesbrough once seemed a lock for promotion, but 3 games without a win have the Teessiders reeling a little bit. They briefly had the lead of the championship, then lost that big game to Coventry. Then they dropped 4 points at the Riverside Stadium as they were held to draws against 2 of the championship's current bottom 3 in the form of Oxford and Leicester. The last time they suffered a similar blip in form at the end of 25 with 3 defeats and 4 with the festive period. They bounced back by putting together a 6-game winning run that catapulted them into the promotion picture. Meanwhile, the Millwall loss last time out for Birmingham was their first in 8 league games. But it could prove to be a costly one. Kim Hellberg, he thinks his side can get promotion back on track. Borough, of course, it's been a long time for both these teams. It's been 9 years since Middlesbrough's last Premier League season, 15 since Birmingham were last in the big time. Borough have reached the playoffs twice since that 2017 relegation. They like to get to 90 points. That's what they've earmarked. And it's been the mark for the last 5 championship campaigns. 90 points means goodbye championship and hello Premier League. No fancy stuff as far as no fanciness as far as the kits and the color schemes. It's familiar. Birmingham in blue, Middlesbrough in red, and it is Borough who get us underway on this pivotal and critical Monday night in the championship. And here is an early run here for Tomoki Iwata. Iwata is pushed out of play. And Chris Davis, what will he be thinking? No doubt he will be thinking of bigger things. These two teams met at Teesside back on the 8th of November. It was a 2-1 Middlesbrough win on that occasion. So Middlesbrough will touch there, and it goes. Throw in. It's a Birmingham throw in. Birmingham will be going from left to right as you follow along in this opening half. Middlesbrough going the opposite way, right to left. That November 8th game, Damari Gray got the winner in that match against Borough. He gave Birmingham the lead. He scored for Birmingham after just 29 minutes in that match. Dale Fry gave Middlesbrough the lead. Hayden Hackney got the winner. All the goals came in the first half. Here come Birmingham now. The real chance. This is Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle lets fly. Good save. Sol Brien at full stretch to deny the midfielder who's on loan from Wolves, Tommy Doyle. And it is going to be a Birmingham corner. Borough a little bit lazy at the back. It was a good try from Doyle. Brien had to be alert to save it. So here is the Birmingham corner. Play it short. Gray gives it up. Roberts went for the cheeky back heel. But Borough end up winning possession in the back. So now they have to play it from the back again, Middlesbrough. See how much longer before Hellberg's men pull forward. They're in the time have Luke Ayling. But then he passed it back. Now here's a chance for Hayden Hackney. Hackney now over to Ayling. Now Callum Britton. Collected. Ball goes out of play. Will be Birmingham's ball. Middlesbrough did have it briefly in the attacking half before it lost possession. mentioned Tommy Doyle. Season-long loan deal for Tommy Doyle has yet to score for Birmingham this season. Hold that thought. They have possession here. This is Tamaki Awada. It's a good, clever flick. Solis trying to win it back. And Burrow pick off the pass. Well, it's been an impressive start for Birmingham. You'd have to say they've come out firing on all cylinders. But here come Birmingham again, left-hand side. Gray stumbling a little bit, still stumbling. Now a foul against Gray, and he and Ayling have a bit of a laugh before the free kick will be given. Middlesbrough, by the way, have been in the top 2 in the division for all but 4 match days this season. 8th after match day 1. They were 3rd after a 1-1 draw with Leicester in November. They also slipped to 3rd after a New Year's Day loss to Derby. But other than that, they have been in the top 2. They've spent 6 weeks at the top spot, at the summit of the table. But things not working well. They have not won in nearly a month. Here's Birmingham with the possession of the ball now on the left-hand side. Laird. The mixer right there. It's a Middlesbrough throw-in. Now trying to find space is Awada, and he passed it back over to Bright Asai Samuel. Asai Samuel, a good layoff here to find Roberts. Birmingham, Middlesbrough, though, winning out. They've been on the back foot here, Borough, the first 6 minutes plus. Now they roam forward here. Left-hand side, Gray. Gray trying to cut. Little deflection. Headed away by Middlesbrough, but only as far back as Awada. Now it's Asai Samuel. Now Prisky comes in. His cross was met by no one. It went over everybody. Now Birmingham have to try again. Another cross. And it's headed away by Fry. Captain doing the good defensive work. Still not 100% clear, though. Here's Stansfield, leading scorer on the team. And now there's a foul, and it'll be a free kick to Middlesbrough. Birmingham really need this game. Not that Middlesbrough don't need it too, but it's been a good sign. Now Middlesbrough with a good attacking run for the first half. It's Tommy Conway who's made the run. And Conway then has a collision to the area. No harm, no foul, says the referee. That was Middlesbrough's first real foray tonight. It was a good run from Tommy Conway. Made a good run, snuck behind his marker. He couldn't find a finish. Birmingham was able to close the spaces down. 8.5 gone, still goalless. This championship Watchalong. It's Birmingham and Middlesbrough. 2 of the many clubs in this division who once were in the big time. It's been a long time and too long for both sets of supporters. And of course, the Birmingham drought included last year's one-season record-breaking stay in League One. Of course, with Tom Brady involved, it's nothing short of promotion is to be expected and demanded, you feel. Borough, of course, a proud club in their own right. Boy, Birmingham are in their own half. Middlesbrough putting some good pressure on. Now given away back to Addison Malanda, who tries to push it forward for Middlesbrough, and then Birmingham kicking away. Now here is Birmingham on the run. Stansfield a good chance. It's a good run this from Stansfield. He has Damari Gray teed up. Gray with a shot that's blocked. He'll be away for a throw-in. Good block there by Callum Britton back there defensively for Middlesbrough. Lively start to this one if you're a Birmingham fan in particular. So from the throw-in, they try to go to work from the throw-in here. Christophe Clare with it. Now gives it back over to Iwata. Now it's a back pass to Jonathan Panzo. Back to the keeper. Both managers looking on. Davis and Hellberg thinking this is going to be a bit of a rough one, and you would think so, but Birmingham have been much more the attacking side in these first 11 minutes. That little run from Conway, which didn't even result in a shot, the only significant run forward for Borough. Birmingham trying to run through again here. This is Bright Asai Samuel, who now has given it to Roberts. Roberts now cuts to his left. Still good running from Roberts. Good little 1-2 layoff. Roberts gets it back, shot blocked. Middlesbrough had possession briefly and then lost it back. Here's a Birmingham cross. And again, it's dealt with. Ailing back there defensively, the old steady hand for Middlesbrough. A little bit of pressure here. Clare's going to kick it back to the keeper, and Sop boots it away to safety. Borough have it now in the attacking half with Matt Targett, the man on loan from Newcastle. Malanda now over to Fry. Good long ball. Targett's got in behind here. Flag has stayed down. This is Targett and Middlesbrough lead. Against the run of play, Matt Targett, of all people, snuck in behind the back line, and Middlesbrough go 1-0 up. Very much, again, against the run of play. It's Targett's third goal of the season. And he's level, maybe even a step behind the last defender, Asai Samuel. This is going to stand. This is a good ball. And they lost Targett. Great ball from the American Aidan Morris. And a cool finish from Targett. And 1-0 to Middlesbrough. Cool finish, too, like a striker, as opposed to a fullback. Now, Birmingham trying to hit back after the restart, and Gray couldn't quite get there before Flynn did, before Bryn did. 1-0 to Middlesbrough here. And what a massive goal this could be in their promotion push. Now they want more. Yeah, another before we showing us another look at this great finish by the Borough number 3. Man who again is on loan from Newcastle. 30-year-old from Eastleigh. Played for some big clubs, Southampton, Fulham, Villa, and Newcastle. Was the Aston Villa Players Player of the Season in the 2020-21 campaign. And now, a nasty collision here, which is going to get the trainers or the physios, whatever term you want to use here, between two Birmingham players. So Chris Davis now trying to urge his team back, but again, this is a bit of a scary moment here. It's James Beadle, who's the goalkeeper for Birmingham, on loan from Brighton, an England under-21 international. Also was in the team of the tournament when England won that under-21 European Championship last year. And he's a bit slow to get up. And the other one that was in a bit of a tussle looked to be now getting helped back up to his feet. Looks like that is Jonathan Panzo, and I don't believe the 25-year-old can continue. Yeah, the keeper comes out. Beadle comes out, and then when he does, he just collides with an onrushing Panzo in a bit of friendly fire. Well, Panzo is going to stay in the game, and he'll give it back, and now he can resume play. As the clock nearing 17 minutes gone, Middlesbrough leading 1-0. If you're just joining us, Matt Targett, the goal scorer. Nearing 18 minutes gone now. Still 1-0 as Davis is just really upset about something here. So here's Ayling. Middlesbrough have possession here. Ayling in the back. One ball looking for Conway. It missed his head. It's going to roll out of play. And you're talking about a Middlesbrough team that, again, have just, when they're on, they're on. But, boy, when they're off, they are just a little bit off. They're trying to play a high-pressing game here. Conway got in the way of an attempted long ball from Clarer. It goes out of play. Goal kick to the hosts. Mentioned Birmingham's 2011 relegation. They've only made the playoffs and only threatened once in that time frame away from the top flight. That was the year after, in 2012. They made the championship playoffs but lost to Blackpool in that occasion. Through ball here is Fry, and Brand was able to away. Hackney, good flick. Burrow might be running again here. Oh, good challenge, Clara. Good challenge for the big Austrian. Christoph Clara. It's still going to be a throw in the attacking half for Middlesbrough, though. And ever since Middlesbrough has gotten the goal, they have been turning on the attack. Birmingham have had very little of the ball, honestly, after they had some good spells in the first 10 minutes or so. Hackney, little flick, nice little 1-2. Here's Hackney. He can go for the spectacular sometimes, but was well wide on that one. So here is Fry for Middlesbrough. Good header. Now one for Conway to give chase, but he's not going to. Clara, oh boy, this is a bit lazy here. Safe feet of Josiah Samuel. Pulled out of play. Birmingham are just very, very lackadaisical. Yes, their highest finish since, again, they were fourth that year. And then after that season, Birmingham only finished in the top half of the championship 3 other times. 10th place finishes in 15 and 16. They were 21st, of course, at 14. Paul Caddis scoring that dramatic goal that avoided relegation. Found a free kick target to deliver. Then 19th, couple of 19th and 17th, 20th, 18th and 20th and 17th, and finally, after a lot of escapes, relegation hit them last season. Target's free kick. Into the center it goes. Not all the way clear. And then the volley back in from Morris goes over the bar. Birmingham, of course, made up for it last season, though, with an unbelievable year. They clinched promotion back to the championship with 6 matches still to play. $111 points. Only lost 3 league games to Charlton, Shrewsbury, and Bolton. And not only that, of the 46 matches, they won 34 of them. Just a ridiculous season last year. They scored 84 goals and conceded just 31. Also made the EFL Trophy final before losing 2-0 to Peterborough United. It was quite a year last year. Again, trying to make the playoffs this year, but behind 1-0, that's going to help matters. Birmingham trying to push forward once again here, though. As Clara now gives it to Roberts. Roberts on the right-hand side. Now it's Iwata. Now Osman on the run. Good ball, left-hand side. Too good of a ball. Talked about Birmingham's seasons. Middlesbrough, of course, relegated back in 2017. Ever since that 2017 relegation year, they've had just one finish outside the top half of the championship. That was in 2020 when they finished in 17th. Of course, 2018 made the playoffs in 2018 with a fifth place finish. They were beaten 1-0 in aggregate in the semifinals by Aston Villa. Then 7th in that aforementioned 17th place finish. They were 10th in 2021. Then 7th in 22. Then made the playoffs again in 23. Finishing in 4th place that year, but losing to Coventry in the semifinals. Borough looks set for that return to the big time. Back forward by McGree. Conway trying to get in there. Oh, Morris heads it down. Now here's Hackney. Good ball. Target 2! Matt Target at the double for Middlesbrough. How about that? Well, Conway, the clever flick to find Hackney. His ball found Target. And the big fullback has scored again. 2-0 Middlesbrough. They see Millwall go over their shoulder and they're trying to brush them away. Are they heading for 3 massive points in their bid to make a near decade-long wait over to return to the big time? That's a really cool finish, too, from Target. Talk about something that you just would not have had on your bingo card. And Birmingham about played themselves into more trouble. Flick here. Now what did Birmingham do? Dominated the first 10 minutes. Pierre Moss says yes. Don't know if that was after the first or the second goal. Pierre obviously wanting a Middlesbrough victory, I think. He could be saying yes about something else. I don't know. Either way, glad Pierre's with us. We won't tell your boss that you've been listening to us. 2-0 lead for the Borough here. And Matt Target, of all people, at the double. Just incredible. Now Panzo clearing it to safety. Middlesbrough, of course, have won the second tier. 4 different times they've been champions of this tier, all when they were known as the second division and first division. 1927, 1929, they also won the title in this division in 74, most recently in 1995. They also went up as runners-up in 1992, 1998, 2016, and they won the playoffs in 88. Of course, in terms of trophies, they've had some successes there. They won the League Cup back in 2004 under Steve McLaren's management. They beat Bolton in that final. They despite getting relegated from the Prem, they actually reached the FA Cup final in 1997. Lost to Chelsea among the hot. Of course, that final known for the goal from Roberto Di Matteo, which at the time was the fastest in FA Cup final history, a record that stood 12 years. Foul here and a free kick for Birmingham. Middlesbrough also reached the League Cup final in 97 and 98, and of course the UEFA Cup, which you now know as the Europa League. They made a frantic run to the final there in 2006 before losing the final in Eindhoven to Sevilla. I know, Sevilla won that competition. I know you're stunned to hear that. That would be the first of what would be a near 20-year domination spell of that division, of that competition. Middlesbrough now back in their own half. Luke Ayling. Ayling now giving it back over to Britain. Finish up on the Birmingham honors. We'll get to that in a minute. Nice little 1-2. Here's Conway. Now Hackney. Target back to Hackney. Nice little flick here. And Hackney couldn't quite keep it in. Birmingham, of course, 4-time champions of the second tier. 1893, 1921, 1948, and 1955. And I know technically it's 1954-55, but I just like to say the year that the competition ended. They were also runners-up in 1894, 1901, 1903, 1972, 1985, 2007, and 2009. They do have a playoff win to their credit, and they beat Norwich in the final in 2002. Darren Carter scored the winning penalty that day in Cardiff. Looking like the playoffs, though, might be looking a bit further in the distance now after a 2-0 Borough lead here. 2 goals from target here on the half hour. As far as domestic cups, we're going to have 2 League Cups, 1963. And, of course, their famous 2011 win over Arsenal, a year in which they got relegated from the Premier League. Now Damari Gray on the left-hand side. Oh, good challenge, Ayling. Boy, Ayling not afraid to stick his nose in there, is he? Birmingham also twice FA Cup finalist in 31 and in 56. The EFL trophy they won in 1991 and then 1995, the first golden goal in English football. Paul Tate scored it in that 95 final when they beat Carlisle under the management of Barry Fry, the eccentric head man at man in charge of things at Peterborough United now. 2-0 Middlesbrough, if you're just joining us. Matt Targett has got both goals. Birmingham, though, do have a throw-in in the attacking half. Hackney. That's a good challenge by Hackney, and now Middlesbrough might be able to break here. And they're into the attacking half here. Still on his horse, Morris. Morris still going, has options, goes right. Hackney's cross blocked. Hanzo got in the way. Then Hanzo commits a foul as he ran into Hackney. That'll be a free kick here to Middlesbrough. So here is a Middlesbrough free kick. Here's the free kick. Into the mixer it goes. Now it's Hayden Hackney. Just crazy that Targett, the fullback, has both these goals for Middlesbrough. Well, I'm sure nobody thought that would be the case. I don't even know if Matt Targett woke up this morning if he himself thought he'd score twice. I mentioned that he has the 2 championship goals this season. He's now at 4 on the year. He had 5 for his entire career prior to tonight. Here is the Ayling throw-in. Birmingham still haven't gotten it clear. So not the best clearance there from Asai Samuel. Now Middlesbrough have it with Adilson Malanda. It's going back to Ayling. Borough in the attacking half once again. Here's Aiden Morris with it. Morris pulling it back. Now Morris. Now here is Melanda for Borough. Just playing some really good stuff here tonight. Now Morris attacking half. Aiden Morris on the push. A lot of red shirts in the area. McGree, bit of a heavy touch that let him down. It was pushed behind in the end for a corner by Clarer, was it? I thought it was. Maybe it did come off of McGree last. But yeah, Birmingham just getting sliced up a bit here. Yeah, that first touch from McGree a bit too much and let him down. Was a goal kick to Birmingham. Again, Middlesbrough would be a 5 for 5 deal. It'd be a fiver deal, if you will, if they were to hang on to this 2-0 lead. They would pull to within 5. Well, not enough. They would pull to within 5 points of Coventry, but more importantly, 4 clear of Millwall for automatic promotion. Target with the throw in here. Conway gets pushed. Foul here. Mark Davis urging his team on. Does not look happy. Target trying to play a through ball for Strelick, but Beadle was able to get there. Less than 10 minutes to go until halftime. Birmingham now in the attacking half. Can they find a way? They were really good in the first 10 minutes. They had that shot from Tommy Doyle that was pushed away by Bryn, but aside from that, it's been nothing for the hosts tonight. And a game they need to try and stay within touching distance of the playoffs. And camera just showed one Birmingham lady. Lady, that's not very ladylike behavior. I'm not a lip reader, but I read those lips, and well, what she said wasn't very nice. Beatles clearance. Trying to push it back. Looking here with Roberts. Through ball right hand side. It's going to be too long. Be a goal kick to Borough. Coming up at halftime. We'll go dead air probably for a good bit. Birmingham fans looking a bit perplexed at the present time. Birmingham trying to get a flick back here. Now they have some room to run here on the run. It's Roberts into the penalty area. Roberts and the cross too deep. Couldn't meet a blue head. And be a goal kick for Middlesbrough. So here's the goal kick. On the right-hand side, Middlesbrough come forward again. Oh, Conway went down. No penalty. Referee not the least bit interested. No chip ball here. Go for 3. Touch a bit too heavy. Goal kick, Birmingham. Birmingham, oh my, what in the world are Birmingham doing at the back here? Nearly went out of play. Borough with high pressure. Birmingham have been very lackadaisical at the back, and that's putting it mildly. Less than 5 minutes to go. Plus stoppage time until halftime. Target has it briefly. Clipped in and out of play. For a throw-in. Target. Birmingham cleared away. Here come Middlesbrough. Clare with a good pass. Now Roberts. Roberts, good layoff. Shot deflected into the hands of Bryn. It was Dutch who had the chance. A whistle, and something's going on here. It's going to be a corner for Birmingham. Okay. Here is there with the corner. Whipped in. Far post header. And Bryn able to make the save. Clare shredding that captain's armband off a bit. Rough first half for Birmingham. Now the throw in for Birmingham. Found a free kick here for Birmingham. Here comes the free kick. Let's see if Birmingham will do anything with this free kick. Off the end of the area. Clare was there, so was Panzo, but then McGree gets it away. And this far back, Samuel, who's going to lift one over the left-hand side. Another cross. Panzo. Now Iwata. All the blue shirts there, but none of them could get a proper touch and get a shot away. 45 minutes are up. Let's see how many minutes we have of stoppage time as Conway gives chase again for Birmingham. 3 minutes, says Mr. Referee. Now here's Fry. Foul there. Might be a booking. Let's see. Good job putting their defensive lines there as Asai Samuel heads it back. Brown attack. Birmingham with it back. Boy, red shirts all over the place. Middlesbrough's getting to just about every 50-50 ball. And that is a big reason why they're having the success they are. Long clearance here. Fry this time. Two of the 3 minutes now have been played. Target with a throw-in. Birmingham with the throw-in aside. Samuel takes it. 15 seconds left here. That probably is going to take us to halftime. The 3 minutes should be up soon. And they're up right now. Well, Middlesbrough's left back, you didn't exactly have him in your bank as the scorer of any goal, much less both for Middlesbrough, but that's the case. Two good runs allow the fullback through. Birmingham have it all to do in the second half if they want to stay realistically in the playoff race. Middlesbrough, though, eyeing automatic promotion. We go dead air with our halftime score at St. Andrews. Birmingham 0, Middlesbrough 2. Halftime at St. Andrews and Middlesbrough on their way to 3 priceless championship points as they lead 2-0. Matt Target with both goals for Middlesbrough in this one. Let's first take a look at what happened here at halftime before we get you scores from across Europe. Let's first let you in on what happened in the championship this weekend. The championship program got started on Friday night at Ashton Gate as Watford ran out 2-1 winners at Bristol City. That was a big win for the Hornets in that one. Saturday, Haji Wright continued his purple patch of a season. Jack Rodoni then pounced on a big Stoke error. 3 points for Frank Lampard's Sky Blues. They beat Stoke 2-1. Hull beat Portsmouth 1-0. Another setback for Leicester. They fell 2-0 at home to Norwich. Also at the weekend, other weekend finals, Derby 3, Blackburn 1. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Southampton 3. Sheffield United beat QPR 2-0. Millwall beat Preston 2-0. Oxford got a big 3 points, beating West Brom by a final of 2-1. Ipswich beat Swansea 3-0. And Wrexham beat Charlton by a 0-0. So what does that do for the table? The live table, Coventry still atop the pile on 71 points, but Middlesbrough now back within 5. Again, 4 clear of Millwall. Ipswich are 4th on 60 points. The final 2 playoff places held by Hull and Wrexham. Hull on 67 clear, and then Wrexham in 6th. The live table shows them 4 points clear of surging Southampton, who are 7th. Derby and Watford are on 51 points. Bristol City 10th on 50. Then the top half is concluded in the live standings by Preston and Birmingham on 49 points. 13th is Sheffield United on 48 points. They're 14 above the drop zone. Feeling confident, 13 above the drop zone are Stoke in 14th and QPR in 15th. Swansea in 16th, 12 above. Norwich, after some struggles, they seem to have righted the ship. The Canaries are now in 17th, and they now, more importantly, Canaries have moved to 11 clear of the drop. The danger really starts at 18th place Charlton Athletic. They're on 41 points. That's 7 above the bottom 3. Just 5 above the drop zone is Portsmouth in 19th. Pompey in 19th. Pompey then followed by Blackburn, who played a big game this weekend. They're 20th, 4 above the drop. The final team safe at the moment is West Bromwich Albion. The Baggies are a point clear of Leicester, but Oxford are now to within 3 points of safety after that big win at the weekend. And, of course, Sheffield Wednesday already relegated with that -7 point total. Now, let's go around Europe. What else is happening on this light Monday across Europe? Big development here. Halftime in the Bernabeu. Getafe lead Real Madrid by a 0-0. The goal coming 6 minutes before the break from Martin Satriano. 2 Serie A matches today. One's in the books. Bologna got a 90th minute winner to beat Pisa 1-0. And right now, early in the second half, Udinese lead Fiorentina by a goal. Now, meanwhile, in the AFC Women's Asian Cup earlier today, South Korea beat Iran 3-0. North Korea and Uzbekistan will play in that one a little bit later tonight. When we come, more dead air, when we turn the sound back up, it'll be time for the second half. Middlesbrough lead Birmingham 2-0. You watch this EFL Championship watch-along. second half about to get underway at St. Andrews. Middlesbrough with a 2-0 lead over Birmingham City. At target at the double. He's got both the goals. Can he find a way through? We're looking for goals that would, again, for 3 massive points that would help them get ever closer to what they want, which, of course, is promotion to the Premier League. The big time. They haven't been, as we mentioned earlier, since 2016-17 season. 3 points tonight go a long way towards determining that. So let's see how it all works out. Referee is going to bring the ball back out here, and we should be ready to go here at any moment. And for the referee's whistle to get this one on the road here. And the second half is indeed underway. Middlesbrough will be going from left to right in their red shirts. Birmingham the opposite direction in their blue shirts. And Birmingham trying to attack quickly off the restart. Damari Gray plays it in. And Middlesbrough able to clear the danger away. At least for the time being. Clever back there. Now Birmingham looking for the cross here. Roberts trying to play in, but Middlesbrough just, again, it cannot be stated how much they play defensive, that they kept it alive, Birmingham. And Morris able to clear it again. Another long ball. Britton clears. Only as far back as Kai Wagner, though, who's come in. And Wagner's shot was easily saved by Solbrin. Bounds, and, well, Chris Davis has gone back now to sit next to one of his backroom staff. He's had a very, how shall we say, concerned look on his face for most of the night. Fry with a header. Gray with it now for Birmingham, right-hand side. Gray trying to play. It's a good ball on the right-hand side. Cross comes in. That's a good pullback. Shot. Oh, keeper. Birmingham have one back at the start of the second half. Well, it wasn't the cleanest hit, but it's Marvin Dutch with a massive goal for Birmingham to pull one back. 9th league goal of the season for the 31-year-old from Dortmund, Germany. Twice got a cap for the German national team. But I tell you, Solbren will be feeling like he should have done better. He gets a hand on it. But the hand couldn't keep it out. The hand could only parry it into the back of the Borough net. Previously played at Werder Bremen, did Dutch. Made 128 appearances for them and scored 52 goals. Was the top scorer in the Bundesliga 2, the German second division, in the 2017-18 season, playing for Holstein Kiel. 18 goals he scored that season. So he's a poacher, and he just got a big one there for Birmingham. Now Middlesbrough back on the attack. Now Hayden Hackney. Now things are starting to get interesting again here at St. Andrews. This is why we love the championship. My goodness. Chris Davis is probably thinking maybe I should go back to sit down more often. Cross in, and it's going to be a corner or goal kick. I believe goal kick's the call. Birmingham fans, again, not being too appreciative to the Middlesbrough players. Hey, it is a rivalry, so what do you expect? So Hackney trying to play through, and now whistle there, and we get a foul. Birmingham now have it back in the opposition half. And Birmingham find a way. You gotta admit, they probably had their noses up a little bit now. He's out in front. Oh, not a good touch there, which is giving it back to Awada. Playing through. Whistle. Foul for Asai Samuel. And Target, the man who scored both of Middlesbrough's goals, is the guilty party, and he's not too pleased with the referee calling that a foul. So foul and a Birmingham free kick, lifted in. First header, not really good. Second header wasn't either. So there might not even be a second header. 3 minutes now on the clock. Birmingham still had possession of the attacking half. Asai Samuel now coming forward. Right-hand side. Deflected. Away by Middlesbrough. Well, at least they're trying to get it away. Now here's a one-time shot, and Brand had to be on full stretch reaction. Dutch had another shot at it. It's beaten away by the keeper for a corner. One-time shot from Dutch had some curl. Brand wanted to make sure. It's been all Birmingham to start this second half. Corner comes in. Headed away, only as far as Hackney. Hackney trying to give chase and can't get there. Now another cross. And throwing himself at it was Britton. Birmingham still have it right-hand side. Now here come Birmingham with Doyle. Doyle now over to Panzo. Again. Now a foul, and this should be a free kick for Middlesbrough. Awada goes down. Free kick Birmingham in the attacking half. How's the delivery? It's a good one. Clare got ahead to it. Brian lost it, and then a foul as he was trying to hit there. Look, his progress may have been impeded. And a goal kick, and actually the flag was up. Middlesbrough avoid disaster on that one. Nearing the hour mark. About to be 57 on the clock. Now Middlesbrough come back. Good jump there in the end by Clara to deal with the damage. Middlesbrough still have it though. Looking for Conway. Clara again. Getting in the way. Some fresh legs might be getting set to come on here, particularly on the Middlesbrough end. Cleared away by Damari Gray. Still Middlesbrough have it. And now Hackney going down. And that's going to result in a yellow card. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first yellow of the match, and it's going to go to Birmingham's Tomoki Awada. Here comes the free kick. Corner comes in, Fry, cross comes in, Fry. It's a good first time touch, and wide it goes from Malanda. That would have been 3 goals by 3 defenders. Here's the Middlesbrough corner. Britton takes. Oh, fizzing around inside the penalty area. Clever finally gets it away. Now clear back. The delivery. Header! Oh! Brilliant header! And a goal! What a fantastic looping header from David Strelick! And Borough's 2-goal lead has been restored. Right in front of those traveling T-siders. Important goal for the Slovakian forward, David Strelick. 24-year-old who arrived this offseason from Slovan Bratislava. He scored 8 goals for his country. And he scored a massive goal for Middlesbrough in the context of their season. It's his 4th goal of the campaign. And Strelick, it just gets in off the post. The header was good. The finish, it bouncing off the post like that may not look the prettiest. But they count all the same. 3-1 Middlesbrough. My goodness. He runs over and hugs his manager, does Strelick, Kim Hellberg. And he's actually just been subbed off, would you believe? Morgan Whitaker coming on for Middlesbrough. Now Whitaker trying to get involved right away. Chases down a through ball. Going to keep it alive in the corner flag, and he did not do so. Well, Strelick knows that he's done his job. Now, running here, a push. They want a foul. Referee didn't give it, still loose. And eventually pushed to the side by Beetle. But Chris Davis, the perplexed look, has returned to his face. Oh boy, that was, deflected. Conway deflected the clearance by Beetle. Then Beetle is coming together with the Middlesbrough defender. Him, though, able to keep it alive. I mean, this is getting, this is getting high. We've had moments of, we've had some rough challenges in this game. Not going to lie to you there. Now, Damari Gray trying to keep it in for Birmingham. Gray. Good layoff here. Wagner, Gray, and Britton gets a touch, and out of play it goes. Now it's Gray getting it back. Beside Samuel, offside. Got a shot in well after the flag had went up and actually went in, but flag was up. Two fresh faces set to come on here for Birmingham City. Patrick Roberts' number comes up. His race is run. Carlos Vicente will come on, the 26-year-old from Zaragoza, Spain. Signed to the winter transfer window from Deportivo Alaves. And wait to see what the second change is going to be. It's Jay Stansfield off. He was a non-factor. Another forward, August Prisky, 21-year-old from Genk, Belgium, the son of Brian Prisky, a former Danish international. August represents Denmark at international level. He, of course, signed in the winter transfer window from Djurgårdens. It's a big part of them getting to the semifinals of the Conference League last year, the Swedish side. Was the co-top scorer last year in the Swedish top flight. He shared that honor with GAIS forward Ibrahim Diabate, who is now at Deportivo Alaves. That's two Deportivo Alaves mentions in this watch-along. Not sure anybody had that either. But then again, Matt Target has 2 goals, so it's been that kind of night. Ball coming in through here. There's a good long ball through. Conway gives chase. Pushed Osai Samuel down. Free kick Birmingham. So now Hackney in there. Good ball through for Tommy Conway. Conway's in. A little bit stretched, though. Might need a little bit more support. Conway lays it off. Shot deflected. Might have actually hit off the face of Doyle. It is a Middlesbrough corner, though. Fans behind that goal cheering, wanting another goal potentially. Can they get it here? Good little layoff. Hackney does well. Now back to Armstrong. Now Borough have it again with Melanda. Melanda with a cross and over everybody's head. Goal kick Birmingham. Hackney. Now here is Damari Gray. delivery. It's headed away. Not very well, though. Target makes sure to go back to the day job of defending. Ball to Awada. Now Damari Gray. Good touch here. Gives it to Dutch. Dutch. Couldn't keep it in. Into the final 20 minutes. Will there be late drama here? Can Birmingham find a way? They'll do everything they can. Roll the dice. Comes in, and Birmingham able to stretch it deep. Cross in. Oh, dangerous from Fry. Win, though, there to make sure that nothing too catastrophic happened. Now Conway on the counter gets it back. Conway. And he couldn't keep it in. Now Birmingham coming through again. Ducks tried to give chase, couldn't. Now McGree. McGree for Middlesbrough. McGree pushed down by Clare. He wanted a foul call, none given. Gray. Now Tommy Doyle. Gives it away. Now, a lot of space here for Britton on the right-hand side. Has one to his left, Conway. Cross, though, blocked. So now here come the two Birmingham changes. Two more Birmingham changes. Ibrahim Osman coming off. Ibrahim Osman coming on for Bright Asai Samuel. Osman, the Ghanaian midfielder who's on loan from Brighton. He's been on Brighton's books since 2024, but he's had 3 different loan spells at Feyenoord, Auxerre, and now at Birmingham. He was in the Danish Superliga Team of the Month in August 2023 when he played at Watchalong. Also coming on, Pike Sung-ho. We mentioned him earlier. Injured his shoulder February the 10th against West Brom. First time since then that he's been available. Substitute, 28-year-old South Korean international who once made 2 appearances for the Barcelona B team. A K-League All-Star during his time with Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. They even scored South Korea's consolation goal against Brazil in the 2022 World Cup. Bryn has it. "72 minutes gone here. Middlesbrough now getting set to make a couple more changes themselves as the ball now goes out of play. Aiden Morris's race is run. The American will be subbed off, and Alan Brown, Republic of Ireland international, on loan from Sunderland, will come on. Has scored 5 times for Ireland. The last came in a friendly against Norway in November of 2022. And he knows a little bit about the playoffs, Brown. He was in the Preston squad that won the League One playoff in 2015. And 10 years later, he was in the Sunderland squad that won the playoff last year. He was the EFL Player of the Month for the month of January. The other change is the exit of Tommy Conway. And let's see who his replacement is going to be. It's going to be Jeremy Sarmiento, the Ecuador international, who's on loan for Brighton. Ball back. Play resumes. Now Doyle. With it here. Now back. Here's McGree with it here on this throw in. Now McGree, long clearance here. Now playing it from the back. But simply put, they're running out of time. Chris Davis has to be thinking, what else can happen here? Birmingham with it once again here. Here is Panzo with it. Whistle and a foul. No foul. It's played back to the final 13 minutes here. Could Burra potentially get another decent touch here from Sarmiento. Middlesbrough back in action Sunday. They go to West London to play QPR. Hackney went to the chip. Rest of their March schedule, away to QPR. Then they host Charlton, home to Bristol City, and then away to Blackburn. That's in March. Then there's 6 matches in April. They host Millwall. That'll be a big one in early April. Then away to Swansea. Here's a cross comes in, a bobble and a grab by Bryn. Swansea away. Host Portsmouth, go to Ipswich, host Sheffield Wednesday, host Watford. They finish at Wrexham. How important could that game be on the final day? Would Borough go to Wrexham on both ways? Birmingham go to the Valley to play Charlton this weekend. Then they host QPR, Sheffield United before going to Derby. April, Blackburn at home, at Ipswich, host Wrexham, Hull away to Hull. Final two home games are against Preston and Bristol City, and then May 2nd, the final day, they go to the South Coast. And again, that could be a vitally important game. They play Pompey. All there. Final 10 minutes of this one. 3-1 lead for Middlesbrough. It's beginning, and some Birmingham fans have actually seen enough. They think it's all over. You never know, but it does look like a little bit bleak at this rate. 3-1 the lead for Middlesbrough. And again, Birmingham had their stretches in this match where they played so well. But just wasn't able to consistently get goals. They pushed forward here. Right-hand side of Wada and his cross on his delivery. It's blocked by Malanda. Birmingham have a throw-in. Birmingham sub getting ready there on that subs bench. Here's the cross. Heads go up, and it's going to land on the roof of the net. Now, who touched it last might be the next question. Well, some funny business going on in the penalty area. The referee wants to make sure that everything is A-okay. We're just about ready to go. Doyle's corner, headed away. Should be another Birmingham corner, though. Doyle to take this corner again. We're on 83 minutes. Another cross near post. Bryn got a hand for a post. Bryn got a hand on it, pushed it away. Might have been a foul in the build-up anyway. Carlos Vicente must have been booked for because he is called for because he is none too pleased. Now Birmingham going to make a change. Jonathan Panzo's race run. Ethan Laird, the right back, comes on. They transfer from Basingstoke, England, who's represented England at 3 different youth levels. He's been with Birmingham since 2023. Was in the League One Team of the Year last season. That stellar Birmingham squad we mentioned earlier that just walked League One. They've had their ups and downs in the championship. It looks like the playoffs might be a bit too far to reach. Meanwhile, 8 points back with a handful of games to go, unless they somehow get 3 points out of the fire here. Oh, Bryn in a little bit of confusion. They're trying to come for it. Bryn is in big trouble. Now, he's caught the man Vicente, surely. He surely caught Dutch. He has. Bryn's going to get a yellow as he hustles back to his line. Yeah, they could have gone red there, and I wouldn't have had any argument with it. I don't think any Birmingham people would have had an argument with it either. Here is Doyle, free kick, and the foul, and he was going for goal, and it was optimistic, and it was right at Bryn. Collision there. Frisky has a collision, and down goes the Middlesbrough man, Luke Ayling. .85 minutes on the clock. Ayling with it now. And a Middlesbrough throw in. Ball through here. Here is Ibrahim Osman. Osman. Borough able to deal with it. Here comes Whitaker, and now Middlesbrough have the ball here. Now another foul. So, 87th minute here. What's coming in here? Off the head of Brown, and Birmingham have possession. 3 minutes, that one deflected. On ball here. They're trying to root back. Middlesbrough fans, they're not leaving anytime soon. They're going to bask in the glory of these 3 points if it holds. Birmingham come forward again here with Dutch. Whitaker gives chase. Two minutes left. Dutch into the penalty area. Lays it on, trying to lay it off. Laird blocked. Laird getting it back, though. Delivery coming in and save. Birmingham still have possession. Here's Pike. Whistling on a foul here, and foul. And free kick for Birmingham. The clock about to hit 90. Here comes the delivery. Whipped in. Sent away. Shipped back. Into the area it goes. Now it comes out to Osman. And Middlesbrough do their defensive work. 90 minutes are up. How many minutes? 5, says the referee. 5 minutes left for Middlesbrough to hold out. Now Middlesbrough make one more change. And the man coming off is going to be, I'm not sure who was looking at it. Alex Gilbert's the one who's come on here. Couldn't make out the number of the name of the one who came on, so it's a goal kick. One of the 5 minutes have been played, and a little bit more for that matter. Have it back with Pike. Not a very good ball. Wada's going to be able to get there. Wada. Now over to Doyle. Now back to Pike. Pike Sunho. Heads going up here. Here. Three of the 5 minutes now have been played. All those Borough fans thinking that they're going up. This is going to be 3 big points towards that. It's going to put them 4 clear of third place Millwall and pull them within 5 of leaders Coventry at the summit. ball picked off by Birmingham. Trying to run forward there. Britton with a good challenge. He gets a yellow card. He'll concede that one, I'm sure, Britton. Doyle's delivery. Brand bobbles it. And finally gets it secured. Could have been a bit of a disaster there. It will roll all the way back to Wood. Now Doyle. 20 seconds left. Little pass there from Hake. 5 minutes are up. Even if Birmingham do score now, there won't be enough time to do anything else. Long delivery, headed away Fry. Referee should blow for full time. He managed the ball, goes all the way back out to Brien. Now the long clear ball from Brien. It goes all the way goalkeeper to goalkeeper. Referee still has not blown his whistle yet. Surely that should be coming in at any moment now. Flag up again. We were promised 5 minutes. We're about to have 6 now go up on the board. Osmond there. Now the referee could blow for full time. 3 massive points for Middlesbrough in their promotion push. Matt Targett, an unlikely double man, got both of Middlesbrough's first half goals. Birmingham got one back very quickly after the restart from Marvin Dutch, but Borough added a third at the end from the head of David Strelick. They go 4 clear of Millwall in the race for the second automatic promotion spot, and they still feel like they have a shot at winning the automatic, going up as champions. They're 5 back of Coventry in that end. Full time at St Andrews, it's finished Birmingham 1, Middlesbrough 3. We thank you for watching this EFL Championship watch-along.